Yeah, the handshake was a lot.
And then the post game. I have some thoughts. I'm interested in yours before I weigh in here.
I think I've talked about just how much it sucks when you lose. We've played against plenty of people that we did not like, but there still is a 15-second deal where you have to get in your mind, go shake the hand. They're moving on. You're not. There's that I've lived by forever, no matter how bad it is. And let me tell you, there's been some bad ones that obviously you still think about, but you got to do it. And if it's walking across, going through the handshake line in basketball, going across the field, even if it's one person you lined up against your position, whatever. But there's also the idea of having a 15-second period of thinking about what the other person's going through. And that obviously did not happen in Chicago because that was pointed, sprinted, whatever was being said. I was not a fan of the way Ben Johnson handled that handshake.
And then
as rough as it is.
And then what about the post game with the F the Packers? And I hate those guys.
Yeah, I don't think that's needed.
Okay.
I think there's so much jubilation that everybody has their feelings already. I didn't find it necessary. If that makes sense.
Hate is great in rivalries.
No doubt.
Those that were with us that Saturday night, that a certain team from the farm beat the team from Berkeley, you'll remember the jubilation. I don't know that I've seen the big man any happier.
It's been a while.
Than he was when Stanford beat Cal. Because I'm not putting words in your mouth. You hate them.
Yeah.
Hate at the center of rivalries is the best. It's what is the fuel. Stanford, Cal, Duke, Carolina, Ohio State, Michigan. They won't even use the school up north. They don't call them Ohio State. They call them Ohio. Or some people might say Ohio.
Ohio.
Yankees, Red Sox. I don't need to keep going. Hate is fantastic as a pillar of great rivalries. So I have no issue with the hate. When Ben Johnson screams, the Packers, I hate those guys, to the room, that's for the room. And I get that too, because that might be how you feel in the room. But when you tell your social media, hit send on that, and then the next day in your presser, you double down saying, yeah, McCaskey, we're on the same page with the owner. Okay. And I don't have a problem with that because hate is fundamental to great rivalries. All I'm saying is, if I'm the Green Bay Packers, what Ben Johnson has effectively done is said, from this point moving forward, me? You. This is what we're doing? You hate us? Okay. We'll meet that. We'll meet that forever, as long as you're there. And we cannot beat you by enough ever. You want to throw out civility and how you're going to act in a handshake for 10 seconds? We can do that too. Forever, as long as you're there. That's what I would embrace if I were Green Bay. And I feel when Johnson got there from the start that he was leaning into that, knowing how heavily it had gone in the favor of the Packers for the last 30 years.
That he wasn't there for.
Correct, but I think he got that it's,
yeah.
I'm going to lean into this.
No doubt.
I'm going to make it a thing. And then twice they beat him the way they did, which gives you the chance to magnify that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so to be screaming in LaFleur's face as you're doing the blow-by handshake, then screaming F you, whatever else, all I'm saying is I, as a neutral observer, that's fine by me. But if I'm the Packers, okay, buddy, you've won nothing in your life to be acting like this, but this is what you want to do? You got it. We'll see you twice a year next year, maybe 3 times. And famously, years ago, Ohio State beat Michigan. by a lot. Woody Hayes went for 2, up by a lot. Why'd you go for 2? Because they wouldn't let me go for 3. That's my mentality if I'm the Packers. I'm throwing up 10. I'm throwing up 21. No knees ever. And if I'm LaFleur, I'm not shaking that guy's hand. F him. Why would I? Be the bigger man? Nah. You chose the rules of engagement here. No more. I'll let Roger find me.
I'd just stand at the 50 and wait for him.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
After you beat him,
yeah.
If you beat him, just go stand right there with a smile on your face. That's actually the correct thing.
That's the one.
Nude.
Like you saw how fast he ran across when he won.
LaFleur?
No.
Johnson. Oh, yeah.
I mean, LaFleur, I don't think he was to the hash. And Johnson was already there.
Yeah.
And that's why I've watched Vrabel. And he does the same thing. He sprints to the 50, goes, and he sprints right off. Maybe says hi to a player he knows on the other team. We were there for a Monday night. Giants, roll victory. Buffalo comes back and beats them. Same thing to McDermott. Same thing. Find it. It's there. It's 15 seconds.
That's again, this is where I defer to you. You've lived it. And that's just, it's what you do. But again, I'm not mad. But if I were Green Bay, I would be. But you nailed it. Next time you beat him, you just go there, stand there with a big smile.
Because there's all the camera, and you'd be like, here.
Hey, Ben. Good game. Can't wait to see you again in Lambeau. That was
now.
That was a lot, man.
Yeah. Now, Reed and McVay this week.
Now, McVay and LaFleur have some history. They go back a ways. And it's my understanding that among NFL circles, that display did not go unnoticed.
Leave it at that.
Did not go unnoticed.